Why certain games become cult classics years after release. While many games gain instant popularity upon release, some achieve a special status as cult classics only years later. These games may not have been mainstream successes initially but have garnered a dedicated following over time. The reasons behind this transformation into cult status can be fascinating. Here's a look at why certain games become cult classics long after their initial release. 1. Unique gameplay mechanics. Games that offer innovative and unconventional gameplay often struggle to find a large audience at launch but are later appreciated for their originality. Titles like Katamari Damacy or Shadow of the Colossus broke the mold with their gameplay styles, which didn't fit into traditional categories. These games are later celebrated for pushing the boundaries of what games can be, earning them cult status. 2. Nostalgia and retro appeal. Many cult classics gain popularity as players look back on older titles with nostalgia. Games from past generations, such as those on the NES or PlayStation, evoke memories of a simpler time. As players grow older, they may rediscover these games, appreciating their charm and simplicity, leading to a resurgence in popularity. This sense of nostalgia plays a key role in turning forgotten titles into cult favorites. 3. Underrated storytelling. Some games are initially overlooked due to underwhelming marketing or niche appeal but possess deeply compelling narratives. Planescape Torment is a perfect example, where its story-driven gameplay overshadowed its relatively clunky mechanics. Over time, gamers and critics begin to praise such titles for their rich storytelling, bringing them into the spotlight as hidden gems. 4. A dedicated fanbase. A passionate and vocal fanbase can be a driving force behind a game achieving cult status. These fans keep the game alive through forums, fan art, and discussions, spreading awareness to new players who may not have experienced it during its initial run. Games like Earthbound and Psychonauts gained traction through dedicated communities that continuously celebrated their unique aspects. 5. Cultural relevance and social commentary. Games that offer social commentary or reflect cultural issues can become cult classics as these themes become more relevant over time. Titles like Deus Ex and Beyond Good and Evil explored complex issues such as government surveillance, personal freedom, and corporate control, topics that resonate even more strongly in modern times. As players revisit these games, they find deeper meaning, leading to a resurgence in popularity. 6. Modding and fan contributions. Some games benefit from a vibrant modding community that extends their lifespan. The Elder Scrolls III, Morrowind and Half-Life are prime examples where mods have kept these games alive and relevant for years after release. Mods add new content, fix bugs, or even overhaul entire games, drawing new players while keeping loyal fans engaged. 7. Original art styles. Games with distinctive and artistic visuals often achieve cult status due to their timeless aesthetic appeal. Games like Okami or Grim Fandango may not have been hits initially, but their unique art styles aged well and became more appreciated in a world of increasingly photorealistic games. Their artistic expression makes them standout experiences that resonate with a particular group of players. 8. Quirky or offbeat themes. Some cult classics stand out because of their offbeat or quirky themes. These games may be too strange or niche for the mainstream but attract players who appreciate unconventional storytelling or humor. Titles like Deadly Premonition or Catherine gained a loyal following because of their weirdness and willingness to take risks in narrative or design. 9. Underdog success stories. There's an inherent appeal in rooting for the underdog, and many cult classics started as commercial flops. However, as time passes, these games often get a second chance through word of mouth, remakes, or re-releases. Beyond Good and Evil is a prime example, initially failing commercially but later recognized for its innovation and narrative depth. 10. The power of re-releases and remasters. Re-releases and remasters often play a role in bringing cult classics back into the public consciousness. Modern updates, improved graphics, or availability on new platforms expose these forgotten gems to a new generation of gamers. Games like Final Fantasy Tactics and System Shock saw renewed interest due to remasters that showcased their timeless quality. Conclusion. The journey from obscurity to cult classic is often driven by a game's originality, dedicated fanbase, and the passage of time. Whether through innovative gameplay, cultural relevance, or a unique aesthetic, these games resonate with players long after their initial release, ultimately earning a lasting place in gaming history.